Hey, you guys, welcome to another episode of the ME Show.
Yes, give it up for your co-host. You have Melissa B,
Hi, hey, hey.
Elquanse,
Hey, hey, hey.
and Elquan's Titties. Don't know what's going on today. The girls just want to give a show, so we're going to give a show. I don't know.
Your shit bigger than mine.
It looks like it. One would think. She is laid. Didn't even pay the surgeon. Jeez. Okay. Won't he do it?
You sure?
Won't he do it?
Anywho, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was good. It was pretty low key because I had to work the entire weekend, but it was low key. It was copacetic.
Okay, copacetic.
Funky Comedina.
Well, mine wasn't copacetic. I did work the whole weekend. I'm just so tired. I worked last night, and I'm here doing this show for you guys. Other than that, a little stressful, but I'm maintaining.
Oh, that was so depressing.
I know.
Well, girl, you need a drink.
But you felt that, right? Because
I
I'm
did.
not depressed at all. See, that was me acting.
That range.
Yes.
She has range.
Of acting.
Range. Okay.
Yes, I can switch it up any minute.
Okay. Too bad we need you to play yourself. Anywho. So, what are we talking about today?
Well, considering that you said I need to play myself, it seems like Chris Brown is not acting himself. He seems like he's on drugs. What do you think?
Now, I like Chris Brown.
Me too.
He has wonderful hits.
Yes, a lot.
He also hits people. No shade. Hey, Chris. Hey.
Allegedly, we don't.
Was nothing alleged. Okay, girl. Now, so, I'm not saying he's on drugs because they say he only smokes weed.
He say, oh, he do is smoke weed, which is a drug, but it's supposed to be healthy. But I think you're sprinkling shit in your weed.
Right. I think he's on the Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston prescription because I'm not saying he's on crack. I would never say that.
What would you say?
His behavior is cracky-ish. Something similar to the crack reference, if you will. And I would never want to call anyone a crackhead who's not a crackhead. But his behavior of late...
It's crack-ish.
It's crack-ish. Yes, it is. It's very
so you just making sure that that right booby.
Hey, hey.
Oh, is it your left? Are you flexing?
Hey, won't he do it? Okay.
What about the other one?
Hey, well, she wants...
What about this one?
She's taking a rest. She's sitting. She's laying. I don't know what you want me to do.
Well, then...
Thank you, Old Navy. Okay. Well, won't he do it?
Ooh.
Right. Built in, right? Won't he do it?
I don't think you need to say their names.
Listen, Old Navy will give you some built-in titties. They just come with the shirt.
Okay. Well, that's the whole thing with Chris Brown. I hope he's doing well if he is on that stuff.
No, I just want to say that if he is, I hope that he gets help. I think Chris Brown, honestly, all jokes aside, is one of the most talented artists that's out there. And to see the decline that he's had over the few years, going from Run It and Give Me That to whatever that Boom Shakalaka Bang Bang, whatever it was called. It's not the same person, and I hope he finds himself. I find that male artists his age feel like they have to really try extra hard to go against the grain. And, I just hope that there's somebody in his corner that's like, yeah, nigga, you out here looking crazy in these streets. We got to do something. I don't want him to look like Orlando Brown. No shade. Because Orlando Brown, you look crazy. Okay?
Yeah, you're acting
and you fucked up a check, nigga. Ain't that much crack in the world to fuck up a check. Crackheads is out here selling socks for $6, nigga. You done fucked up a check, okay? You could have been on Raven's house and shut the fuck up. But you done fucked up a check. Raven, if you're looking for an Eddie Thomas, I can play Eddie Thomas if you'd prefer. You can follow me Instagram.com/ the Elquan Experience, and
which
I
will
can,
be in the login.
it will definitely be in the link below. But
Yes.
Raven, if you would like to hire me, I can play Eddie Thomas. I'm willing to audition, whatever needs to happen. Please give me a call or hit me up on Instagram. Thank you and good night.
Even though you're in like every continent in Africa.
Oh, we're gonna do a whole lot of not that. We're not going to do that. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no spam, no lettuce, no tomato, no cheese, no garlic, no pickle. We're not going to do that. We're not going to come.
Regardless if you don't want to do it, she ain't going to call you.
Moving
on.
Well, my name is Watermelon Andrea, so she might.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, moving on.
All right.
We're going into Tamar and
moving on.
Your girl Tamar has reportedly saying that she will be getting a divorce from Vince.
Yes, after it's almost a month away from their 9th-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'm done.
But people saying they think it's publicity. What do you think?
I don't think it's publicity because there's other ways to get publicity. I mean, in my humble opinion. And people don't understand there is a such thing as bad publicity because at some point, if fans are sitting over here giving you outpour of respect and whatever the case may have you, and then they find out it's a publicity stunt, your career is not going to be able to ever recover from that. I honestly feel as though Kim Kardashian's career never really, in the public eye, never really recovered from the whole Chris Humphries thing. So stunts and things of that nature, people are not as forgiving for that, especially to sell a reality show, child.
So how do you feel about The Real bringing that situation?
Oh, they tried it. I want to say, The Real producers, whoever you are, you tried it. Because for 2 years, you didn't know Tamar's name.
Ooh, okay. They didn't even have her on the show to promote her album.
Okay. And all of a sudden, you know her name. All of a sudden, when it's breaking news, now we got to talk about it. Now Lonnie and Tamara and Adrian and Jeannie have to talk about Tamar. But we couldn't talk about why Tamar ain't there, though. Inquiring minds want to know.
So, but you did say something earlier that you think she's going to be back on the show?
I do, because I felt like their issue with Tamar, and this is one of the reports that I read, I don't know, but they said that they wanted to keep Tamar on the show. It was just her union with Vincent D. Herbert that they weren't too keen on. And they felt like if they kept her on the show, then Vincent would still try to, weasel his way back in, so to speak. I'm not quoting the article. I'm just saying what the article said. This is what they said from the Real point of view. So that's what they have said. I really don't know. I think, this could... Because why all of a sudden would they talk about it? Either they messy as fuck.
Of course. That was news to them.
But why... Okay, our former co-host Tamar just released the album. We don't do that. But, they getting a divorce. Now we gotta talk about it. Frontline of nigga news. Child, I can't.
So what would you say to The Real right now?
Y'all tried it. In Tamar's voice. You tried it. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
What was what?
That.
My finger was hurting.
Oh.
Where your boobies go?
They still there. She's sitting. Over here giving you Jack Hay realness. Mary!
Oh! Did you hear about Mary and Kendall? We all know that they are getting a divorce. They're in the divorce process.
Well, damn. How long has they been getting a divorce? I thought the nigga...
It's not finalized. And Kendall was asking for more money.
Don't.
But the judge did decline that because he tried to say that because all this allegations that Mary is saying and in her music that he is stopping him from getting work.
Nigga, that is not stopping nobody from getting no job at McDonald's.
But that
Lies you tell.
But that's
You
what a
could work
nigga
the.
would say. Oh, I can't get work because she's talking about me. Nigga.
He was her manager, so now he can go manage the McDonald's, nigga. You ain't that ain't stopping you from getting no damn check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you feel some type of way, nigga, write a book. Why don't you write a book?
And allegedly, I don't know. I heard it from another source. Allegedly, that the person that he cheated with her on was a person that she was supposed to be managing.
Mm. Wait, Mary J. Blige is managing somebody?
Yeah.
But don't she have a manager?
Well, everybody has to have a manager.
No.
Even a manager has a manager.
No. I don't want no third party manager. What kind of fucking shit is that?
I think she was probably
maybe mentor. Maybe I don't want you. No.
Maybe she was trying to get from the spotlight and try to manage somebody. Maybe she wanted that type of money opposed to like actually.
All I'm gonna say is Kendu don't deserve no money because ain't nobody bought that album because that wasn't the Mary that we want. Okay, no tea, no shade.
That's no.
I need a My Life 2.
And I was thinking that I said the best one. That's My Life. Exactly. That's when she was messing with Casey. I was like, well, back in that time, that's when Casey was whooping her ass.
I don't condone violence.
And we don't. But
and I wasn't there, so I don't know that had occurred.
She even talked about it.
This is alleged.
She talked about it.
Okay, well maybe this is alleged because. But all I'm saying.
Go ahead. Why?
You feeling okay?
Why?
You don't say that.
Say what?
That she need her ass whooped? Who
I
does
didn't say that.
Oh.
I didn't say that.
The comments expressed by Melissa Brown is not that they're the opinion of Elk1 or Elk1 Experience or the Emmy Experience or anything affiliated with Elk1.
Of course not.
I do not condone domestic violence.
Of course, we never wanted to.
Don't put me in this. You need to speak for yourself because you said she had ass whooped. Is what you said.
If you want that old Mary, it's like the old Mary when she was getting her ass whooped. That's when she was giving us My Life. See, she's not hurt. What she heard about is that she have to give her money to a man that cheated.
Well, put that in the album. Shit, I want to hear that.
She did. No. She said, "How you gonna go out and trips in with my money and you the one cheated?" She did. She said it in her album.
But see, I need you to give me. See, I need you to take me there. See, when you listen to certain albums of the '90s, they took you on a roller coaster. They took you with them to the point where you felt like you was there with them. Mm-hmm. Strength of the Woman, I felt like she had that recorded already. And then just added maybe a couple tracks.
Okay. But let me clear the air. I do not condone violence. I do not condone a man hitting a woman. But that's when she gave us the good shit.
I don't condone violence of any sort. I don't think a man should hit a woman. A woman should hit a man.
You hit me the other day.
Girl, I ain't never hit you. Stop. Stop. Ciao. Kaboom. That ain't ever happened. Don't start those type of rumors. Okay. My name is not Ike Turner. Okay? Don't do that. You're going to have these people over here thinking I'm Joe Jackson.
But we were supposed to be Tina and Ike this Halloween. You came up with that idea. I wonder why.
I ain't ever came up with no such idea. I don't know what this woman is talking about. First she now she's over here talking about encouraging people to get their ass whooped. Now she's a victim of violence. I don't know what's going on with her.
Speaking of ass whoops, let's talk about Gabby.
Oh, wait. Can we come back to that? Can we talk? Did you see Love and Hip Hop?
I don't even watch it no more.
Okay. That little homosexual with the blonde hair needs to go.
He's a homosexual?
There's one of the little homosexuals.
And you said one of the homosexuals?
Well, there was two homosexuals.
Okay, the one with the blonde hair, okay.
He needs to go.
Why?
Because the other chubby homosexual was sitting over here in his seat. Mm-hmm. And he's going to go over to him and act like he was going to hug him. And then attack him. Who does that? Mona. Okay.
She ain't gonna let him go because that's making them money. They already let go two people. Hazel Eats with that what she made a comment? A gay comment
we'll come back to that. Mona, okay, why is it that we cannot get respectable homosexuals on your show?
Cause she
Okay.
making an image of you guys.
Right. You got us you got that man got us out here looking like savages, and I'm not okay with that. Now, let me don't get me wrong. We like to throw our little shade and go about our
But
day.
you have two different personalities on that show, which is him, which is the ratchet, and then you have the other one. And he even said it. He said, you know, I'm not even going to do all that. I'm going to do it the white way. I'm going to press charges.
Which why is that the white way? I don't know. That don't even sound right. Like, are we really that ignorant? That
yeah, that's exactly what they say. White people call the cops. Black folks, we want to retaliate.
well, we need to stop doing that. We need to work on that because
But people. Let me not say it's hard, but people are so evil and mean. Everybody have to base their opinion on something. So people, the first thing a black person wants to do is want to retaliate by fighting or reposting something. A white person will like, you know what? I'm going to sue you for impersonating my character in such a negative way.
defamation,
Yes.
defaming my character.
Yes, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha, girl.
Mm-hmm.
If I have you out here looking crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, but that Mona, these shows, I don't know. It's making it hard for me to be black in these streets. Is all I'm saying. You got people over here fighting for niggas is just showing up to reunions to fight. Like it don't even.
Because that's for ratings. She's not
But
gonna let him go. And
but
the only reason why I feel like she let Hazel E go because everybody was didn't like that comment that she said.
but it wasn't. But my whole thing with that is that ain't the only reason to let her go, because her comments toward dark skinned women to me was a lot more
Mm-hmm.
problemsome than anything else.
Yeah, I'm sure. And she's dark skinned herself, so I'm sure that's
Well,
probably
she
why.
used to be until she got her light bright fixed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shine. Honestly, I think she was just doing too much for the show. I think she was trying to get her own show.
Well, that backfired because no, you kind of have to like. I wouldn't want to watch her in Ron Burgundy or whatever that man's name is, or Rosebud or whatever his name is.
And then she got kicked off having her own shoe line with Shoe Dazzle. I don't even order from there, so girl, that wasn't even a.
But why would they hate her for having? They don't hate all these people for making this whack ass music. So why the hell they hate somebody for sitting over here and having a line?
Who's making whack ass music?
Anyway,
Who's making whack ass music?
there's a lot less Cardi B's and a lot more Nots. Okay, we're gonna leave it right there. Because everybody on that show swear they be in the studio.
Mm. They be in there, but I don't be hearing nothing.
Well, what are you doing? Are you cleaning underneath the table? Like, girl, what are you doing? Because half of these people have been talking about for like 8 seasons. But I be in the studio, and I was in the studio the other day with so and so, and we hear no music. No music.
Anywho, moving on. We're gonna talk about eating booty.
Gotta eat the booty like groceries.
So, have you ever got
Yep.
your? That's a whole lot of ass.
I know. Buffet, baby. He didn't say that.
Ew.
Okay, well.
Please explain the story. And let me answer the question too. Yes, I have.
Right.
One time.
One time. I'm sorry, sis.
One time.
It's kind of a requirement over here.
I'm sure it is for you,
Why?
but not for me.
I don't know why.
I mean, it's not that much distance from ass and pussy, but
Well,
it only happened with me one time, and I'm gonna tell you why it probably only happened one time. You want to go first, or I go
we
first?
didn't tell the whole story about why we're talking about this.
Okay,
You just
why are
start-
we talking
you
about
just
booty
open up
eating?
You just talk about an open ass conversation. You never talk about why. You talk about people eating ass.
The only reason why I came up with this question,
Gabrielle Union was on Sway in the Morning,
yes,
and
And she was talking about how she expressed her sexuality in bed with her husband
She never
as,
said her husband. Let's not start those type of rumors. She just
but
said.
I'm sure it was with him.
But we shouldn't assume.
But
She,
okay, we're gonna say. I'm gonna tell you why I say that she's eating G Wade, D Wade, sorry, D Wade. But she said, if you're receiving it, why not, give what you receive? You have to be very experimental,
mm-hmm.
which is fine,
Mm-hmm.
So that shows that she eats booty too. No, she did not say she did it to D Wade, but I'm sure D Wade ate her salad, and I'm sure she did him a favor as well. So that's why we're talking about tossing salad. So, as you said, you get your salad tossed. I only got my salad tossed once.
Well,
And,
I've received and partook. So,
well, I know not to drink for you. And, and,
is this what we're doing? Are
no.
we okay? Because sweets.
And so
I'm
anyway,
sure
let me
you.
tell you.
I'm
I'm gonna
sure.
tell you my story
I'm
first.
sure
This
you
is gonna be
swallowed.
so.
I'm sure you swallowed a knob.
I don't swallow. Sorry,
I'm sure you swallowed a knob though.
no, not even that.
You slobbed on one.
I gargle mouthwash.
That don't change. That don't mean you ain't started a dick in your mouth.
You had a booty in your mouth.
Okay, and a dick. So what's your point? I'm a twofer. What's your point?
Well, you another Gabby.
Okay,
Shit.
well, hey, girl, hey. I will be on the
But
last
and
season of Being Mary Jane, too.
let me tell you why it probably only happened once.
Probably.
Because it only happened once in my lifetime, and I was with the person for a very long time. So it was one of those, you know how you spare the moment, like you about to, do some, doing something nasty, right? So it's not like, at nighttime, you want to get in the shower, you want to be freshen up. It wasn't one of those things. It was like a spare moment, like, damn, you look good, girl. So we doing the damn thing. And he turned me around, do it from the back, and the next thing you know, his tongue went up my butt. So the only reason why I said this probably was the only time it happened is because, see, I just used the bathroom like
Get off me.
I
Get
just
off me. You nasty. You could have told him that before you sat over here and let him eat your booty flakes. That's nasty.
first off, he has never done it to me before. That was the first time he ever did
Before
it.
you, when you felt the nose get close, you should be like, wait, okay, just
He
to,
never done it before, so I was never expecting that.
don't say his name because he got shit
I
breath.
no, and you know what's sad?
Too shitty.
After we finished, he's sitting over there like this.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh,
He
that's
kept
nasty.
going, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh no, he have shit on his brain.
First off, I wiped my ass with a baby wipe. But the fact that I felt like it wasn't fresh enough, like, fresh out the shower type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm sure, even a clean ass has a smell. But, that was my first experience. And to Gabrielle, I'm sorry. Whatever he received, give me, I'm not going to do it back. I'm sorry. You eat my ass, you just eat my ass.
Well, that might be why she has a husband.
That cheated.
Okay.
And had a baby.
Okay.
So that is not the reason. Let's go.
But she still has a husband.
Who also has a kid out of their, in their marriage. So go ahead.
No. They want a break.
So they say.
Well, that's what she said, and the only person that would know is him and her.
Yeah, okay.
All right. But she has a husband.
And there's a baby outside of their marriage.
Well, maybe we should figure out how to eat some ass. Maybe we can get you to a ring.
No.
Okay.
You eat ass and you don't have a ring on your finger.
You don't know what I got.
It ain't a ring on your finger.
You don't know. You don't know what I got.
Oh, it's coming?
Oh, you don't know. Okay. Stay tuned.
Okay, go ahead.
You never know. I might be getting married tomorrow. You don't know.
That would be something that you would have talked about.
No, you don't know that.
Okay, but what you need to do is lift that right boobie.
Oh, you better leave my tickle bitties alone.
It's on their right, but on our left. was your story?
There's no story. It happened. I think.
More than once?
Anyway,
More than once?
absolutely. I'm a.
Is it commonly done to you when you're doing your thing?
I insist.
Okay, moving on.
In the words of the song, you got to lick it before you stick it. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking about. What I'm saying is, I think more so the conversation is about heteronormative activity and why that would be such a huge deal, because she also came back and tried to say that, oh, well, I never said that it was with my husband. I just said it's something that I've done.
She only tried to clear that up because he's over there like, oh, now you having people know that I get
But
my ass
but
eaten,
my whole thing is, why is that such a problem?
that he get his ass eaten.
Right. That's what you do with your wife. That's...
No, that's fine. He can eat her ass, but I think, and for him, he probably feel that it should be private.
But regardless of what, you know.
You see how you didn't want to explain your sexuality about you
But
getting your ass
but
eaten?
the thing is, it's not about not wanting to explain it. There is nothing to explain. It happened. There's no story behind it. It happened.
I'm just saying,
and
give
it
one
happens.
I said give a story about when it first happened.
I don't remember all that. I just know that it.
You do remember,
I
but
don't.
that shows that you want to be personal, right?
No, it's not about being personal, because I've expressed a lot of stuff on. If you go to our podcast at soundcloud.com/the Elkhorn Experience, I've opened up a lot about my sexuality and sex and
Not personal.
Yes, I talked about how I slob on knobs. That's not true. That is not true.
What I'm trying to say, maybe he wanted to be more personal about his sex life,
But
what he had with his wife.
But the thing is, that is the conversation that needs to be had, and I think, Gabrielle was in a great way, because it's happening a lot more, but because of certain thinking or certain, rhetoric or society, what society deems as acceptable, it's not happening, and that is the problem. Why can't you experience
you can
the
experience
full amount,
whatever you
the
want
full
to do in
amount
your own home? But why would you want to tell the whole world?
Because it's a conversation.
It's just like women. When we first lose our virginity, we don't want everybody to know.
Because society shames you into that, in the same way they shame men into not being able to talk about what they like to do sexually. A couple years ago, Tank said he doesn't mind when his wife or his girlfriend eats his booty, and the first thing everybody tried to say was that he was gay. No, that's not gay, because it's an act between a man and a woman. What makes something gay or homosexual is if it was an act between him and a man. He never said Tyrone was over here eating his booty cakes. He just said Tamika was. So if Tamika was eating his booty cakes, what's the problem?
You're too comfortable.
What do you mean that's too comfortable?
It's whatever y'all do behind y'all doors. You do that, but why would you want to let the whole world know that you eat booty? That's all I'm asking.
Because why not? Why? Because it is a.
Do you
hold on?
Would you make a video? Yes, girl. I just came from my man house and I ate his ass and he ate my ass. Boy, was it good. Are you gonna do that?
If need be.
You're not gonna do that. Stop lying.
If need. Look, but the thing about it is, we have to get out of this place where we're shaming sex. That's what the problem is. And I think that's where we're missing the point. We're missing the point of, if that's what you enjoy,
Maybe it was good to her. That's why she wanted to share it.
But not only that, but we have no problem with talking about, guys have no problem talking about all the chicks he done sticked and all the knobs that she done slobbed on, or whatever the case may have you, like all the girls that slobbed on his knob and whatever the case may have you. So why can't we say, okay, well, she went around the corner and,
Went around the corner.
Went up the pike, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Took a trip to Funky Town.
I tell you, Gabby, I don't know.
No, forget Gabby. It's not the issue. The issue is men.
It's not Gabby, but the fact that she brung it out.
But the thing is that's what needs to happen. We need to stop trying to associate certain things with a certain thing, because we're not exploring sex in the most provocative or the most productive way. If we're sitting over here saying, "Oh no, I can't do that
I
because,"
had a friend, a
Mhm.
guy. He said that he got his butt eaten by another girl, and I asked him like, "How did it feel?" He said it felt funny.
it felt funny because of the stigma. Now imagine if he could really just sit over there and just enjoy that.
Okay.
Because I mean, look at anal sex. Anal sex has become a huge thing amongst heterosexual couples.
That's something I've never done.
Right on.
I'm scared.
Right on.
I think it's an exit.
Well, if you try hard enough, it could be an entrance. But that we'll talk about that at a different time.
Mhm.
But no, like that's the thing. The thing about it is that's something that needs to be considered. That look at that. Like that's something that was predominantly. There's still a taboo behind it to a certain extent
They
because a
try.
lot of guys
Uh-huh.
is like,
That's
oh, I
mad
ain't gonna do
gay.
it. That's mad gay. I ain't
But
gonna
now
stick
they
it in the
started.
booty.
Yeah.
And now dudes are starting to do it, and you're like,
Okay.
and then also oral sex
hmm
because if you think about it,
A lot of guys never wanted to do it. Now they post like, yeah, I eat that motherfucking pussy.
no, I'm talking about getting their knobs lobbed on.
But they always want to get their knobs swabbed on.
But that can be equated to homosexual sex too.
Oh, they never was ashamed about that.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but there shouldn't be shame in anything that you enjoy, as long as it's between two consenting adults. Adults, for those of you who are not consenting with adults, okay, whatever the regulation in your state or city would be, adults,
hmm
and you guys are consenting to it, and you guys are both agreeing to it, meaning you ain't started, and then she said no, and you kept going. That's rape. Um, then you should not feel shame for anything. Dudes, if you feel like you done washed your ass, you want to sit over here and spread eagle on the bed and let her go for what she know, why not? Enjoy yourself.
hmm
That's the thing is, guys, they're a male's G spot, so to speak. It's his prostate. But the intenseness of an orgasm that can be occurred when someone's hitting your prostate as they're doing whatever they do is something that men will never experience because they're so afraid that if they say that,
hmm
now I'm going to be judged. But the problem with that is now this is what I want to do,
hmm
but you're not willing to do it. We have a problem because now I will go find someone else to do it. So when it comes to sexuality and sex, don't be so closed off to your mate.
Be open minded.
Be open minded. That don't mean that you
I
gotta
think
do. I don't think that you gotta do everything under the sun. Now, some shit you just like, girl,
but I
you ain't
think,
burning me with no cigarettes. Now, don't do that. I
but
don't like
I get you.
that. Ouch.
Even to me, I feel like I always get shy. I can never get comfortable with a person. It's hard for me to get
But you
comfortable.
gotta break down that wall because the whole point of sex is intimacy. This is your most vulnerable and his or hers most vulnerable moment. So with that being said,
Our next segment is going to be about sex because you sitting here thinking you the bomb this, bomb that, and a lot of times, a lot of women just sit on their back and do nothing. I don't do that.
but it's
But
not
I
about. But
still.
but people have to understand that what we do as people, we sex shame people, and that's not right. Just because you had the dingaling and it didn't work for you, doesn't mean that he's bad at sex. It just means that y'all sexual chemistry just wasn't here.
Exactly.
Just like if the guy sits over here and he has sex with you and he doesn't ejaculate, it don't mean there's something wrong with your poom poom.
hmm
It just means that y'all just were not sexually compatible.
hmm
And I think that what we do is we shame people. The girl gotta have this, she gotta have this, she gotta have this, she gotta have this. And then with the guys, oh, he gotta have a big old long donkey penis and all this other stuff. And you're shaming people. And realistically, them porno dicks don't really exist.
No, it don't.
Not even in the porno, because those are angles sometimes. And who wants some big old Jurassic Park penis? Who want that? Ouch. Because ouch. Like, my throat hurts. Ouch.
Moving on.
I can't breathe. Ouch. And you're not sticking that inside of me. Ouch. It burns. Oh shit, there goes my eyebrows.
What? Okay.
Mhm. What's the next topic?
Kardashian.
Speaking of big dicks,
Speaking of sexual chemistry, Kourtney Kardashian expecting her first boy.
Chloe.
Chloe, sorry, I said Kourtney.
Chloe already has two. I mean, Courtney has two.
Okay, so it's
Chloe.
Chloe.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's the
Chloe.
one dating Tristan, whatever.
Didn't
Harris. Or...
didn't she back in one of her old interviews that she said she would never date another basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
and then again she dates another basketball player.
Well, girl, kaboom. We all say we ain't gonna never date somebody because of some shit that went left. And
No, I'm just so like it's so crazy that out of the people that she's dated and the one that she was married to, she finally said, you know what, fucking, I'm gonna have a baby. I was not expecting them to have a kid together. And I think he's much younger than her, right?
yeah.
So maybe would you say she probably having this to do the publicity for the show?
Yeah, because who, okay, no tea, no shade, no disrespect. I love the Kardashians. Okay. I tolerate the Jenners, but I love the Kardashians. But I don't watch that show every week. Like if I ain't got nothing else doing, nothing else on, and
But they supposed to be getting 150
but
million.
that's what I'm saying. I'm sure that show's not getting the ratings that it once did. I'm sure they're not doing 4 to 5 million a week. They're probably doing maybe 1 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I'm pretty sure E was like, "Yeah, I think we're gonna hang it up," and they're like, "Oh, but wait, 2 of my girls are pregnant," and that's what made them say, "Oh,
A
are they?
storyline.
Oh, are they? People are gonna want to know about that."
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want them to go to another network. We can't have them go to True TV or nothing like that.
There you go.
So, you know.
But congratulations to them both. But I hope he's a great father. You know, he doesn't have a good image of that with his first child's
Which,
mother.
ladies, y'all need to look at that because people don't pay that no attention, and I don't
No.
understand that. If he ain't shit to his other baby mother, why do women think they poom poom is so powerful that it's gonna change his mind and make him be a different person? That ain't ever happened in history.
Let these ladies know what is it that they need to do to make a man be like, wow, she's
There's nothing you can do because either it just is or it just isn't.
there you go. He has to want it.
Right. Your box, I don't care if you have fucking fire shooters coming out your box.
That's probably all he wants from you.
Okay, but at the end of the day, if he's not there in his life to want to be a father, because you have to be there in your life to want to be a father.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that's not something that he's interested in, no amount of slobbing on knobs or spinning around with a dick still inside, no matter what you do. Hey, Trina. Um, he's not gonna sit over here and want to be with you no matter what. So, regardless of what, you are not gonna be able to change his mind.
Nope.
And your box alone ain't gonna do it because it has yet to do it so far.
Okay. But it is time for the main event.
The main event.
The main event.
Oh, say, can you see her? Lift every voice and sing to earth and heaven rings. Rings I forgot the words. Okay. You gotta throw in the Black National Anthem.
Legends.
So today, I have a bevy of young people that I always come in contact with based off of my work. And a conversation we're constantly having is about legends. I'm constantly seeing people call these hot microwavable made overnight. Bitch only got one album. Bitch, how the fuck are you a legend? Legend where?
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking about?
We gonna get to all that, but so this is where the topic came from. So I was talking to Melissa because we have our idea what a legend is, and
and we agreed because I knew exactly who he was talking about, and I agree that I don't understand how she's a legend.
But there's a lot that's like that. Like
Yeah.
they came out maybe 4 years ago, and you over here somebody, oh my gosh, she's a legend. No,
maybe she'll be a legend years from now,
right?
But she's not a legend.
What qualifies someone to be a legend for you? And I'm gonna tell you mine.
Okay, for me, I feel like someone that's been in the game for a long time and that has done something for the culture and actually taught someone something. Like they came into the culture and they came in there with their own shit, and
you can see remnants of what their impact amongst the other generations.
Yes, and you see other people taken from theirs. That's what you call a legend. Someone that did it on their own, and they didn't have to copyright or copy from someone else.
Copy and paste.
Yeah, that's the legend to me. Someone that's original. Someone that's checkmate, right?
Mm-hmm. Check that box right there.
Someone who's done something for, like, what I'm looking for. Someone that did something for, I already said it. Someone that did something for the culture that no one else ever done.
Right. Okay. So, what's your first name?
Are we going into
it could 80s? It could be anybody. Just name anybody.
LL Cool J.
Yes. Absolutely. LL Cool J has stood the test of time. He has, you can, like his whole lady love kind of persona, a lot of male rappers like Nelly and a lot of them came up with. He was an amazing lyricist.
He was the first with the one leg up, the one pants leg up.
Okay. And he was the first rapper, in my humble opinion, or one of the first rappers that became a sex symbol.
And I think he's the only male rapper that actually has 13 albums, 14 albums, somewhere in there. It's the only one. No other rap artist ever done that.
Consistently with hits, even though, he took time to do other things. He's been consistent from the 80s. He had hits in the 90s. He had hits in the 2000s.
Can we say he's probably the first rap artist, too, to actually be in a movie?
I mean, I don't know we could say that because, like, you have, like, Crush Groove and Breakin' and these movies that had hip-hop artists, so it's not really...
But I'm saying as he was the first to actually break through into the music business as a rapper.
Oh, music business? Oh, I just said movie. I'm sorry. Okay.
I feel like, because I'm trying to think of anybody that actually, like, moved over and said, I'm going to go into acting. I think he was, like, kind of the first one to do that.
I mean, I feel like there was a lot of people who did it.
Yeah, a lot of people done it, but I feel like he was the first.
Okay. Well,
that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just felt like he was the first. He had his TV show, hit TV show, In the House.
He has 2 hit TV shows, though.
In the House, and what was the other
one? Los Angeles, SCI Los Angeles, which is still going as we speak. So, I mean, he really deserves, yes. I would put him in the legend box. LL Cool J, you're in the legend box.
There you go. Who are you?
Welcome. Okay. My favorite girl group of all time. You got a T.
CLC?
You got an L. You got a C.
Okay.
Would you consider them legends?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I did say that would consider a person a legend is when you can put your own personality in something and then someone else can take that same thing and they try to turn it into their own. So they came with originality. They didn't copy off nobody else. They didn't try to sing like SWV or 3LW, or no, they was out before, but SWV and Escape. They wasn't the girl group that was trying to harmonize as one another. Everything was different.
Right.
So I would give it to them.
I would give it to them not only because they're my faves. Shouts out to T-Boz and Chile. Um, I would give it to them because number one, they're still the top selling American girl group in history. Number two, their cultural impact and their influence. Like, really think about their cultural impact. Songs like Waterfalls
Mm-hmm.
and how culturally impacting that was.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones talking about safe sex and AIDS and all this other stuff before a lot of people were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe 2-3 years before Eazy died, and it really affected the heterosexual community. They were over here talking about walking around with condoms, talking about safe sex, safe sex, safe sex. And that's so different for women because all the other women are more about catering to their man, whereas they're like, no, I'm, I want sex, I enjoy sex, I like sex, but it has to be a safe sex. You know, they put something to people that probably never was ever
And
done.
it's not even done now. People don't even talk about that anymore. You see on Love and Hip Hop, everybody getting pregnant. Oh, he having a baby with that person. Everybody having a baby by that person, and it be only one guy and like 16 different dudes. I mean, women. Like, are you kidding me? Nobody's using protection.
Because women,
But they
you know,
showing that as if, okay, they're doing it, so why should I use protection?
because the thing about it is our culture equates STDs as like a gay thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even still, after all these years, I feel like it's still seen as a gay thing. I don't think that people really think about what that phone call means when you get a phone call from your doctor and it says that you have something that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Now, that's going to change how you interact.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to change the rest of your life. That's going to change how you interact with a partner because before you have sex with a partner, now you have to have that awkward conversation about, baby, you know, I got X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, y'all in the moment, y'all making out, whatever. You got to let that person know, baby, I have genital warts. You know, if we're going to do this, we have to be safe. And for a woman to say that to a man, this man is going to be like, oh, fuck that, I gotta go. Like, how many men are going to, if you go whisper in your man's ears, ladies, how many men are going to sit up here and be like, it's all right, baby. We can still do this. You got HIV, that's fine.
Not no one.
You got HPV or, you know, chlamydia or gonorrhea, which are those are curable, but
still,
but you think they'd be willing to get down with you that way? No. So, like, it's for me, I feel like it's very important that.
And that's what TLC did. They
Right.
actually showed that protecting yourself is cool.
Right. And, you know, look at their impact through Black.
Mm-hmm.
Even Destiny's Child cites them as an influence.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Spice Girls cites them as an influence because they were like the first girls to really talk about being women and wanting what they want. If I need it in the morning or the middle of the night,
and that's why my next one was going to be Queen Latifah.
Okay.
She was like, "You disrespect me, I punch in your eye." Like she wanted when you know she wanted. You can show that she was showing women don't take disrespect. Like it's not okay. Like we was talking on our way here. You have young men that always want to be like, "Hey, yo, I want to have your baby." What? That's not cool.
Or even with the whole Harvey Weinstein thing that's coming out, men have gotten to be really disrespectful in the sense of, you know, I see your fat ass and I'm just gonna grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm gonna smack you on the ass. So my conversation to you is, oh, you got a nice ass. It's not,
exactly.
Hey, you know, hey, beautiful, how are you today? What's going on with you? But a lot of that has to do with women too, because you don't have the women commanding the respect that a woman like a Queen Latifah or a woman of her time would.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a woman
she represented women. Like she's like you're first. Never put yourself second. And a lot of women to this day, do put themselves second. It's
Right.
always men first, men first. They'll go to jail for a man. They'll rob for a man. No, sweetheart. If he's not doing that for you, don't do that for him.
Or we can just go into this. How about you see a woman write about her boyfriend? She's like, that's my husband, that's my king, that's my this. And then you see him write about, oh, that's my future baby's mother, that's my down ass bitch.
So I feel like music to this day doesn't give hope for women younger than us.
But the women are the ones that fall because they're the one over here popping their pussy to it.
Up that pussy like this. Can't stop, won't stop, don't quit. That's why she not a legend. Just do it like this. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. So
Okay.
what was yours?
But yes, Queen Latifah definitely a legend.
In the box.
In the box.
TLC in the box. LL Cool J in the box.
A lot of times I'm hearing this one. Okay.
I know you're about to say it. I was going to actually put that on a question mark, and we want to ask people in the audience.
What are you about?
Lauryn Hill. Question mark. Let's go by her storyline. You know, I mean, a lot of people probably want to just go on a link below and be like, "Oh, y'all crazy? Lauryn's a legend. Are you motherfucking crazy?" Y'all can say whatever y'all want, but y'all can't even put down why she's a legend. Yes, she's been in the game for a minute, but she's been in the Fugees for a minute. Her storyline is incredible. I think from her starting in the whole Apollo getting booed off and being back on Apollo with the Fugees, and she's killing it. But when she came out solo, she only had one album. She didn't have multiple albums for y'all to say, "Yo, she's ill." Yes, that one album was hot, but how would the second album be? We would never know. So y'all want to consider her a legend because she's the only one that's still doing that, or the only one that has done that? You have people that say they looked up to Lauryn Hill, but they have never took anything from Lauryn Hill. Oh, Lauryn Hill did this. This is shade from Nicki Minaj, right? Shade, shade, shade. Lauryn Hill is her idol, right? But yes, she got images and she took a lot of shit from Kim. But yet, Lauryn is her idol. How? Question mark. Please leave your comments down below in the link to tell me why you feel that Lauryn Hill is an idol. My opinion.
A legend.
A legend. Yes, sorry. A legend.
We can say idol. We can say she's an idol.
Yeah, but she is an idol to some people, so I won't say that. But a legend. Question mark. Next show, I will let y'all know what I think. So, because I know what you feel, that should be in the box.
Oh, next person?
Yeah.
Okay. You can comment on any of these. Any of these that if you want to comment on them, you totally can. Well, since you said it, little Miss Kim?
You already know. She was going in the box,
okay,
regardless.
So, here. Okay.
We're not
going to even do it.
We don't even have to speak about
all
that.
We got to do is look at Nicki Minaj. Boom.
You know that was a legend. Like, shit, fuck that.
Look
even
at
Cardi B. She did a homage. Rihanna, when she did Bitch Where My Money, she came out with the green mink in the whole thing. She already was paying homage to Kim. Like, not even female artists. There were I'm sorry, hip hop artists. It was also R&B and pop artists that actually pay homage to Kim. It's probably even niggas out there that be paying homage to Kim. That's a legend. She got all types of different. What's her name? What's the girl name that came out with T.I.? I can't think of her name.
Iggy.
Iggy. She even paid homage. It's different varieties of artists that's paying homage to the queen. But y'all sit here and saying that she need to sit her old ass down. She can, but y'all still looking at her from through other people. That's what you consider a legend. When you see other people rocking your shit, that's a legend. If I sit here and came out with a clothing line that said Melissa and I got the whole hood rocking my shit and no one else is, I'm going to consider myself a legend in a couple of years.
Okay, don't come out here and say, well, I'm a legend. No, girl, you're hot for the moment. And next week we could be wearing Celestes. Yeah. I don't know.
And FUBU.
Okay.
In a couple of years, I said.
Ain't nobody wearing no damn FUBU.
But
they stopped wearing FUBU in '98.
Yes, Kim is already in the bag. It's, you know.
I think she is because not just from a hip hop artist standpoint, from a fashion icon standpoint. Mm-hmm. And the sad thing is, back then she never got the credit that she gets now.
Exactly.
Because in taking these bumps and these risks, you know, she became the blueprint for hip hop artists. Whenever they take an artist into the thing, they always ask, are you a Kim? Even to this day, are you a little Kim? Are you more sexually provocative? Or, you know, her image is solidified. You have 80-year-old white women who know who Little Kim is.
And it's one thing I want to say too.
So her impact expands, like Melissa said, more than just the hip hop community.
Keep talking to her. I know you said don't even leaving and leaving me here, but I gotta get something first. I want to set motherfuckers straight.
I don't know what she's bringing back. So if she comes back and I'm not here anymore, can you guys please call the proper authorities? I am currently located at.
Let me tell y'all something. I got the record, okay? Now, I had a situation with a homegirl. She was like, who you prefer, Kim or Nicki? I said Kim. So the bitch gonna tell me, but Kim don't write her own shit. Okay, so who write her own shit? Who writes it? Y'all motherfuckers was like Biggie. Well, Biggie's dead now, right?
And she came out with 3 albums after he died.
And it was actually better when Biggie,
I won't say better because Hardcore is a classic because you definitely got the record.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, yeah. That's how you know I love her.
Back in the day, kids, for people who don't know, in the albums you had linear notes, and it tells you like the songwriter. Sometimes they have like, you know, the producer and all that stuff. And for the most part, Kim's name is on every single song.
Yes, they are. I'll just put it there a little bit.
You gotta go with no.
You know, if y'all don't believe me, y'all can look it up. It's on Hardcore. Y'all can even go on her other albums. Y'all see. Even some of Puffy albums when she was on it, she wrote some of those hooks. That's a legend. And then the fact that any dude that came at her, she came right back at him in a rap song. Can no other female would ever done it. They would just ignore it. She came at niggers. She came at chicks. Like, she didn't care. That was her. There's no rap female fucking with her. That's just my opinion. We should have just said her first.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of people that go with legend, but clearly from Melissa pulling out the records, her receipts, Diane.
And let me tell you too, you're all Nicki Minaj fan. I don't hate Nicki. I'm not saying, but she's not a legend yet. She's not a legend to this day. She's not a legend. She will be soon, but she's not a legend yet. Mm-hmm. So when y'all say she's a legend, y'all wrong. That's not considered a legend. She still got a few years to become a legend. So that was yours, So mine's, I would say Salt and Pepper. Mm-hmm. They had an image that Kim said that she took. Some of their fashion sense that a lot of people to this day do with the whole shaving of the head and the whole bob, the big earrings. Like Salt and Pepper. when they first came out
Okay.
with the big 8-ball jackets. A lot of women, I remember in the 80s, they was dressing like that. They for real, the spandex, everything. They was that's what you call a legend. When someone follows someone else's path.
But
They didn't come out with someone else. They had to do that on their own.
But not only that, but at the time, number one, they were the only women that were super feminine at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a lot. If it wasn't for Salt and Pepper, and what I love about this young lady right here, we could just bring it back for real quick. She has always paid homage to the people who brought her forward.
Mm-hmm.
She's always said, I've always loved Salt and Pepper. I've always loved this person. I've always loved this person. And even in her acceptance speech for the hip hop honor, she made sure she gave credit to Salt and Pepper, to Queen Latifah, and to her good sis Missy. Salt and Pepper is another group like a TLC that has culturally expounded beyond just pop culture. I mean, beyond just hip hop. And I think that that's very something that we need to keep in mind because, that's a huge thing. Like, Let's Talk About Sex is like one of the songs of the 90s that's, responsible for a female revolution of sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before your Kims and your Foxies and, during the time of your TLCs. But Let's Talk About Sex is a more direct message than even what TLC did. And Salt and Pepper was doing this since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still able to sell out shows. That's also another thing. You don't have to come out with a new record. Salt and Pepper has not probably had a new record since about 94. But those hits are so solidified that you will listen to them 30, 40, 50 years from now. Because they've been out since I was around. We ain't going to say how old I am because I ain't going to do that to myself. But, okay, I'm old enough to know they were there, okay? We're just going to do that. And, we're still, when you have music that makes you nostalgic to the point where it takes you back to a certain place at a certain time, when you hear it, that's what classic music does.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it does. When you hear Push It, or you hear What a Man, or you hear What About Your Friends, or you hear Baby, 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 or you hear the Waterfalls or the Red Light Specials or the Doing It and Doing It and Doing It Well, or you hear A Ladies First, or you hear UNITY. When you hear these songs of these artists that we have deemed legendary, there's a certain nostalgia factor that comes out of you that you just feel, and it's so serious. You know what I'm saying? Like it really is so serious. So I feel as though you have to respect anybody who music can stand the test of time of 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, some of these people's songs, like, they play it so much. I'm not gonna say no names because people are gonna say I'm a hater. But they play it so much that I don't ever want to hear that song again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so over that song. What's next, girl? And I'm not talking about anyone in particular. Okay?
Yes.
No one in particular. I don't want no one to be offended. I'm just saying we have to be realistic, and that's the God honest truth.
We are running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
But we just going to, say some more names, but we're not going to tell you why we feel that way. So, obviously, I know y'all probably going to say what happens to Jay-Z, Nas. I think those are legends.
Yes. Biggie, Tupac, yes.
We know those are legends. Even though we're talking about people back then, there is a legend that I feel that is probably in your time.
Who?
Beyonce.
Lies.
I think she's a legend.
Lies.
She's a legend.
Lies.
She's a legend.
Lies.
A legend.
Lies.
You don't think Beyonce is a legend?
Lies.
You don't think she is?
Well, based off of the criteria that you just named, no.
Okay.
Now, before you beehive people start coming at me,
he said
no, because we're going to listen.
Okay, you
hold on, no, wait.
We're gonna go back to this.
No. Let me give my disclaimer.
I told you we running out of time,
okay.
so we're gonna go back to that.
Okay.
We said we're gonna name some We did name the ones that whatever, and I said I don't want y'all to ever feel that people like that just came up like in the '90s aren't legends. No, I feel, in my opinion, Beyonce is, but you say different. But this is how we're going to end the show. He's going to tell you why to the bumblebees.
Ooh, child, why they gotta be that?
Bumblebees, those the bees, the beehives,
Okay.
bumblebees.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
He's going to tell you why he feels that she's not a legend, but to me, she is.
Okay.
You're going to go. Now,
All right. Beyonce to me is the greatest modern entertainer ever. Currently.
Okay.
Okay, currently. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. Beyonce to me, as far as right now, she's the only person who I fully put my 100% stamp behind as far as I know when I watch her perform, it's going to be legendary. No matter what she does. Even when she was sitting over here pregnant, leaning back in a chair, I was like, oh, this bitch about to lose the baby on national TV. Child, how is this about to happen? But
you put her in a legendary.
Okay, but do I feel like she has it to become legendary? Is she on her way? Is she almost there? Yes. What I need from her is a little bit more creativity and originality. A lot of the stuff people say that she borrowed from people. Mm-hmm. Stole. And, I need to see something from her that just reads, yo, that's her.
But I get it. But if you watch some of her like videos that she does, she go on YouTube. She does find like that's how she find different dance moves. Like you see her do certain things with the leg, like she's seeing in other countries, and she'll go there and she'll have them sometime, not all the time, like in her video and showing it, and then she'll put it in her dance moves. So I feel like she gives kids opportunity as well, even though she's she's taken.
But the thing about it is we're talking about a creative impact, and I personally don't see that yet. Now, don't get mad with me because I love me some B. Now, they call me El Quante. I am very inspired by her as an artist. I think Beyonce
that's what I
is amazing. However, the question is legend.
But you asked me, and some of the reasons why I feel what is a legend. I said someone that can inspire you for them to be them. You want to be her sometimes. When you go dancing, talking about.
Excuse me.
When you Beyonce, El Quante.
Okay, are we putting El Quan on the fire squad? Because okay, hold on.
Yes.
Okay.
You wasn't in the club, and your Sasha Fierce came out of you, and your back bent like a motherfucking.
Excuse me, that was Sierra.
You was dancing off of Beyonce though.
Oh, definitely. But
you call yourself El Quante.
My people call me El Quante. Thank you and good night.
You was dancing off for her dance like you ain't never danced before. Your back turned into a motherfucking seat.
Okay, well,
you know she a legend.
No, what I know is that she is on her way. I'm still, like I said, when you think of, let me tell you the people who I think of as legends. Janet Jackson is a legend.
Of course.
And it's because every artist
takes from her.
No, every artist that came after her elevated themselves to be her. She was the first one to do the table dance or the lap dance. Every female artist in their tour, whether you talk about your Britneys, your Christinas, your Beyoncés, your Sierras, your Tina Shea, whoever, Rihanna, all have taken that and in their own various forms done something on the lines of that. Her influence is still seen in the artists of now.
Do you feel Aaliyah could be in a legendary box? Don't feel like
No, I do. Not because she's better. I don't think it's fair to compare what Aaliyah does to Beyonce. Let's say that.
No.
But yes,
totally
Aaliyah, I feel like those three girls that came out at the same time are all legends because they all had their own thing.
Exactly.
When you listen to all three of those girls, and we're gonna give all three of them credit. We're gonna put your Brandy, your Monica, and your Aaliyah in legendary panel because when you listen to especially B Rocka, and she's someone who's so underrated, you hear her influence. And even Chris Brown, that's a man who sits over here and says that his favorite female vocalist is a woman or Brandy's his favorite female vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it in his riffs and his runs and the way that he performs certain things. You hear the oh. A lot of people are doing that, and they started doing that once. I feel after Brandy with her lower register, because everybody else wanted to project and be loud and oh, and scream at the top of their uterus and whatnot. So I feel like her kind of going a little lower. She deserves respect. The image of Aaliyah. You can see it in Sierra. Mm-hmm. You can see it in a lot of women who kind of gave you that kind of tomboy swag, but still feminine. Who kind of, who really did the male dancers instead of the female dancers. Because Beyonce usually does female dancers.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, we can't really go into much, but we're going to keep on. Kanye West, to me.
Hey, Connie.
He's a legend to me.
Yes, he is.
He's original.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Yes.
A few
Missy.
More. Yes. She's, of course, original.
Legendary. No one can do a video. Like, anybody else would try to do a Sock It To Me or Get Your Freak On You, like, bitch, please.
Do you feel Eminem?
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Dre?
Yes.
Ice-T?
Yes.
Ice Cube?
Yes.
Snoop Dogg?
Yes.
Puffy?
Yes. Nicki Minaj?
We already spoke about that.
What's your answer?
I said no, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Rihanna?
No.
Tina?
Tina who?
Turner?
Yes.
Patty?
Of course!
Reefa?
Yes!
Shaka?
Yes! Good one. This is a good one.
Lufa?
Yes.
MJ?
Of course. Wait.
The purple one?
Yes.
Whitney
Mary
Hutton?
J.
Whitney Hutton?
Yes. Wait. Woody.
Whitney Hutton?
Of course.
Okay. Glad
Mary J.
Absolutely.
She was original?
Yeah, well...
A lot of her songs was already done. She just redid it.
Maybe on the first album.
Not the first album, was the first album. She did a few on the second album. She even did a few on the third, especially on the third album. But one thing I would say that she did, she's the only one that I was...
Make you feel that pain.
Yes.
But also under the same token, what you also have to look at is she was the first... Yes, she may have used someone else's song, but she infused hip-hop with that kind of music, number one. And she was one of the first people to do that on a consistent basis where that is her sound. Mm-hmm. And what you have to think about is she gave you... Her roots are seen in other artists, in your Keisha Coles.
Of course,
in your Fantasias, in your LaToya Luckett's, in your a lot of singers. You can see her influence in them. So that alone, absolutely.
And let me tell you, I don't think nobody...
Because Whitney Houston's biggest song was somebody else's song. But that don't mean that bitch ain't fucked that shit up.
Okay. Let me tell you something.
We don't even remember Dolly Parton's version. Ask someone to sing Dolly Parton's version. Hell, ask Dolly Parton to sing Dolly Parton's version. No one knows it.
Let me tell you something. Mary... I'm still looking for that old Mary. Mm-hmm. I think everybody is looking for that old Mary.
I need to feel what you're feeling. I need you to go into that studio and really... I don't know.
She's been through it already, so it's like she wants to get it over with. Like she been there before, not the whole marriage thing, but she felt it. That was like her first time probably really being hurt. This one is like, okay, nigga, like let's get a divorce, go about your business.
But that's the thing, because the thing about Mary is she was singing her pain, but she was singing other people's pain.
Exactly.
And that's what people, especially young urban women, are always looking for someone to feel their pain. Exactly. But everybody is trying to be all prim and proper and pretty and cute. And that's not what people want.
Through. And a lot of men always say that. We don't want to hear this heartbroken shit, but that's what we go through. Right. And that's something that we want to hear. And you want
somebody... Listen, you had a whole motherfucker who sat over here and tried to take your money while he was cheating with the next bitch. Mm-hmm. Bitch, you got pain, okay? You feeling something up in that spirit, in that soul, in that being. So therefore, that's what we want to feel. Because don't nothing chill me to the core like no more drama.
Mm. My favorite Mary song is Mary's Joint.
But the thing is, there's a lot. You know, we can do this for days. This is just part one, though, y'all. Next time we do the legends, okay, we gonna have some more names for that ass, and we
But like
gonna
we said, on a question mark of Lauren Hill, what do you guys feel that she is? I already gave you some things that I said about her. She came from the Fugees, or Fugees, however you say that group name.
Fugees.
There you go. And then she came out with a solo career and only came out with one album. But a lot of people consider her a legend. But what do you guys think? Please leave your comments down in the link below, and we will get back to you on our next show.
And if you have any other people that you felt like we missed out on, please comment. Let us know. Okay. You know, Tony Braxton, absolutely. I'm just going to throw that in there real quick. Tony Braxton, absolutely. Okay, Tony B. So if there's anybody that you feel like we've missed out, and we didn't miss out because we are feeling like they are not legends, we missed out because we just probably ran out of time. Okay. So before we go, I want to try to end this on a positive note because you know we crack our little jokes, we give a little jokey joke.
Yes,
but
yeah, I do want to say that too. I do not condone a man beating a woman. The joke that I said about Mary and maybe she need to get her ass whooped was just a joke. I wasn't serious, but I still do want that Mary though. But I do not condone that whatsoever. Like I am a huge fan of Mary, and I would never want anything to even hurt her. She needs to be in a positive light as always.
Okay. So as we leave the show, I always want to try to leave on a very positive note, and I want to say to people that we need to do better with how we interact with each other. I think that the biggest issue that we have is we cannot show love, and especially in our own communities. And that to me is so sad. And I think that that is something we need to work on. We need to work on the ability to say to each other, damn girl, you did that today. Mm-hmm. Instead of turning it into a negative. Mm-hmm. So if you can't smile at somebody today, you never know how that can change somebody's life. I was reading a story about how...
Don't go into a story, nigga. How you gonna
Can I motivate somebody today?
You could motivate somebody, but you wanna go into a story?
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this little boy was running home. And some of y'all may have heard the story. That may have happened, may not have happened. This little boy was running home, and he had all his books in his hand. He was attacked by a bunch of kids. Some other kids saved him. And then ever since that day, the two boys became friends. And he ended up staying in school or whatever, and he ended up thanking the boy on his graduation. The boy who was running with the books, he became a valedictorian. And one of the things is, he said that I want to thank this person because what this person doesn't know is his act of kindness of helping me when I was being bullied saved my life, because he took all his books out of his locker because he was going to go home and kill himself, and he didn't want his parents to have to go to the school and have to clean out his locker. So he cleaned out his locker for them because his plan was to go home and kill himself. And this one person's act of kindness changed that person's existence. And I want people to leave with the message of, you never know what somebody's struggle is. You never know what somebody's dealing with. Just because someone is smiling all the time, it doesn't mean that they don't have their own struggles. And just because somebody's always depressed doesn't mean that they don't have their own struggles. But you can't control how someone else feels. What you can control is how you interact with them. Mm-hmm. And you never know. Your one random act of kindness, your one random act of standing up for somebody can change somebody's destiny. Mm-hmm. We live in a world right now with 45 acting the fuck up. Okay? And I hear stories about how grown men will sit over here and see a young lady of Spanish descent or black or African American descent or whatever the case may have you getting harassed by a bunch of white men, and not one man will stand up and say, hey, don't do that. We're not going to have that. I will whoop your motherfucking ass if you keep talking to this young lady like that. I'll kindly kick you in the keister. Um, so with that being said, you never know how your random act of kindness can affect somebody. So with that being said, smile at somebody today. If you see someone who looks really nice, tell that mother that they look amazing today. Don't go to negative, but, oh, but she could have done this, or why didn't she do? Tell somebody that. If you see someone who's gay and living their own truth, instead of hating on them or telling them why they shouldn't, embrace them and tell them why they should. Live in your own truth and be yourself. Let's be kind to each other and let's be kind to ourselves. And you just never know that one smile. Somebody could be having a bad fucking freaking day. Excuse me. You know, I'm not used to this PG stuff. Someone could be having a really bad day, and you just never know. A smile or just a have a good day, sis text can really change somebody's outlook on life. I've had a friend who committed suicide, and every day it goes through my head, was there something I could have said? Was there something I could have done? Was there more I could have done? But unfortunately, I will never know the answer to that because that person's no longer with us.
So there you have it.
The second episode of the Emmy show. If you want to find me, it's in the description below, but also you can find me at instagram.com/the Elquan Experience. And you can find Melissa at instagram.com/ Girl, what's your Instagram name?
It's in the link below. Melissa B _. See you guys next time.
You tried it. 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 But I love you anyway.
Okay.